All right, so we are live as much as I hope we think we are. It's been a journey trying to get this thing going. I see that we are 10 minutes past the time that I was aiming for, so my apologies on that. But today we're going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and today we got a special guest known as Cowboy Dave. Welcome to the pregame show, bro. What's up?
What's up, dog? I can talk now?
Yeah, you can talk now.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to...
Well, we had technical difficulties, but shit, we got through it.
Yeah, I mean, I know we can still hear the echo back there. You can still hear me. It's... How would I put it? It's one of those things where we're still learning. I know we can have like a background behind this back here, but... it didn't work out like we planned, but we're gonna figure it out and we're gonna get through this because there we go. I can hear the music in the background. Can you hear the music in the background?
That's how we always learn.
Hell yeah. All right, so let me lower this music down for those watching. How about them Cowboys? Did you hear that?
Like music?
No, the little soundbite.
Not really.
Dang, man. Yeah. Let me see. Let's see this one.
There it was. Glory hole.
Nothing. Dang. Yeah. I got some sound bites for the pregame show. Next time you gonna have to get some headsets, man, so you can be able to hear everything I'm pulling out here.
Yeah. I would probably try my AirPod again, but I don't want to get to more technical difficulties. But
it might be a thing. Give me a sec. Give me a second. I know where I know where it's coming from. In
the meantime, I'm gonna show you something.
And I think the echo should be gone. Yep. Can you hear me? You can't hear me? No, you can't hear me. Shit. All right, so you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right. It is what it is, gentlemen. I am still a noob when it comes to this stuff. Because if I put this, you can't hear me at all.
Audio went away now.
Yeah, I see. You won't be able to hear me. All right, we're going to figure it out on the next one. But to save some time and to get caught back up of what the hell is going on tonight, it's a big game. I mean, what more can we say? It's one of those games where a lot of legacies are on the line. As far as more on the Cowboy side is how it would feel, but not necessarily on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers side, because you already got someone that's extremely established over there with 7 Super Bowl rings, as we would say.
They recently won one, so that right now they're playing with house money too.
Yeah, very, very much so. So going into this matchup, bro, like, how are you feeling as far as how you think we're going to perform tonight? And what would you say is your anxiety level going into this game?
Anxiety level, as I get closer to it. Well, speaking of house money, I felt that way the entire season. You know, being there game 1 when Dak went down. And then, you know, when you're at the stadium, like we talked about the other day, I never see when those Dak Prescott ill-timed commercials for the Sleep Number ads come on. I never see that when I'm at the games.
Right.
So, there's a lot of things you don't know. Whenever you're at the stadium, they say you're the least informed fan in all of the fandom because you don't get the updates from the color commentators or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I never knew what happened, and then everybody's like, "Oh damn, Dak broke his thumb. Dak's out 6 weeks." You know, I'm just at the stadium like, damn, like I'm at work, I'm on camera sometimes. Like you can't just be like, damn, fuck, the season's over. You know, you have to just go through the motions and think, well, if we win 2-3 games here, blah, 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 we'll be all right.
Right.
So then you go on from that to you win 5 straight with Cooper Rush, and you're like, hold up, we might be cooking a little bit. Defense is looking great. And then all of a sudden, you know, Dak comes back and the defense isn't as good. Dak starts throwing picks, and you're like, were we even supposed to be here? Was this all a fluke?
Right,
They
right.
kept winning, you know, they would lose and they'd win 2-3 straight, win 4 straight, and you're like, I mean, they're breaking numbers. They're breaking records offensively. They're still number 1. We're still, in the last 2 years, the number 1 in turnover differential or turnovers forced by the defense. It was like we still got the accolades a little bit, but are we really what the numbers say we are? And I think the only reason why I feel kind of confident about it is that while we did stumble into the playoffs, Tampa stumbled the entire season, you know? And I don't know how the fuck Tom Brady broke the completion record this year.
Right.
But because he had to throw the hell out the ball. But, you know, coming out of a bad division, we came out of the best. If we win, we'll have 3 teams in our division in the second round of the playoffs next week. 2 will have to face each other. We'll have to go to San Francisco. So that, you know, we beat those teams each once at least, you know, Philly and the Eagles. So, I mean, we have beaten good teams to get here, you know. So, I mean, anxiety level, I want to say, you know, we're on the road. We're wearing the cursed blue jerseys.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Hold on. I know you can't hear this. But
Emotional damage.
I just played the emotional damage soundbite.
Emotion who?
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. Yeah, it's like there's so many like things they're gonna say. Tom Brady 7-0 against the Cowboys. Cowboys haven't won a playoff road game since 80% of this team was born. You know, like
then Mike McCarthy got to play them psychological games just to get them in, man. Because it's a whole thing.
Your ass whooped by Commanders.
Yeah,
there's so many things that can lead you to believe like, damn, we're gonna, you know, fall apart. But we got a lot of the reinforcements back. We got the middle of the field back. We got Leighton Van Der Esch back. We got Big Boy 95 in the middle. Jonathan Haskins. Forgive me for getting his name. He just got here, but we're as long as that left side of the field doesn't allow Godwin or whoever's over there to go off, we'll probably be okay.
I hope we are, and I got faith in the boys. But before we get deeper into that, we got plenty of comments here, so let's catch up right here. Oh God, that is way too high. Hold on, let me bring this down a bit. There we go. All right, Luka Doncic says, "Hey, what's up, my guy?" He joined the Mavs live stream for the first time last night. We could talk some Mavs too, bro. So we'll get to that. Roman Opens Cars got a comment for you, bro.
Hey, Roman.
He said, "Hey, big head."
Hey.
I don't know how you feel about that. Christian says, "We better not F this up tonight. If we lose, I'm tired of Dak." So you're telling me that you might be tired of him already, but you're probably going to get tired on a whole different level. My thing is if Dak could just protect the ball and we could run the ball, and we got a good shot. What do you think about that?
I think so, too. I agree with what you always say, too. If Dak throws 40 passes or plus, we're probably not winning the game. And it's not because Dak's throwing that many balls. It's just if the game is going to where Dak has to throw 40, that means the running game is not doing anything. Or we're getting a lot of dropped early down passes, and Dak has to make up for what could have been a 2nd and 2. It's now a 2nd and 10. Now you try to run the ball, and it's 3rd and 12, and it's like, all right, Dak, go get 12 yards. Like, it's not as easy as you think, you know?
Right.
But, you know, while Christian brings up tired of Dak, it's crazy because, like, had Dirk Nowitzki not won a ring, not to teeter off to the Mavericks already, but if Dirk had not won a ring and you watched his entire career and then Luka came and hadn't won a ring 7 years into it, you'd probably be like, fuck, man, like, what can we, you know, because you'd be the two main pieces, quarterbacks or star NBA player, that you're like, damn, can we win anything? Luckily for the Mavericks, Dirk did win the ring, so Luka gets a little bit of leeway, and also he's probably the best player Dallas has ever had in any franchise. And had Romo won a ring, I don't think Dak faces the same scrutiny because now Dak faces the Cowboys haven't won in 26 years. You know,
good point.
Different. You would think, oh, if Romo won one, you should win one too. But it's really like this franchise as a whole gets put in the hole versus like quarterback and quarterback. You know.
Yeah, and I think there's two different levels.
Two quarterbacks we were lucky to even fall into.
Right, and I think there's two levels of scrutiny that they get. I think Romo got a lot for failing in the big moments early on in his career, and then just couldn't overcome having so many injuries later on in his career. And then Dak, he had a lot of success early on, and then now You getting paid big dollars, bro. We talking about money. I'm over here struggling, right, to make rent. Dak ain't struggling, you know what I'm saying? So like, winning some playoff games, bro. That way I ain't stressed.
You know about the money part?
Yeah.
This is how much fuck you money they have.
I'm gonna need you to relax on the F words here.
Kirk Cousins already got eliminated, right?
Yeah.
But if Kirk Cousins or Dak Prescott would have won the Super Bowl, their team would have gave them a $1 million bonus. And comparing to what their contractual per year salary is, you're like, that's like you gave me $1 an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, $40 million, you gave me $1 million for winning the Super Bowl. I saved your fucking franchise, Jerry. You're gonna give me
all right, Dave. You're gonna get me demonetized up here. Enough with the F bombs.
Okay.
No, you good.
Yeah, it's like a minute into YouTube, right?
It's not like YouTube's gonna watch out, but yeah, we might got kids listening. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay,
for some reason they've added this super strict policy now. So yeah, we can't cuss. Like, well, eventually we can. I'd say after an hour we could.
They got screw you money, $40 million a year,
Mm-hmm.
plus all the ads. And the bonus for him breaking the Cowboys curse is $1 million. If he wins the Super Bowl, it should be $1 million a playoff game.
Yeah, or $1 million a completion if we win a Super Bowl. Eric Draven says, "How about them Cowboys? We heard it. Let me play it one more time for y'all." All right, he says the echo is gone. I appreciate that. They saw the Meanie Winnie sighting.
Oh yeah, that's one of two. I got two of them in here.
Eduardo Mendoza, what's up, bro? What's up? He says, "Come on, man, get it together." Can you see these comments by any chance?
I don't.
No, you can't? All right.
You have to read them to me.
Dang.
Well, Beaver down in Mexico.
Yeah, so he said, "Come on, man, get it together." We got it together eventually.
We got it together. And for sponsorship purposes, this is a Miller Lite, not a Michelada. You
should have done the whole cover, the cover game. Yeah, there you go.
I actually have some poly koozies from the stadium, but whatever.
Dang. Roman says Dave showing his wiener. not literally.
Like, so I'm like the Dallas version of Iggy Azalea.
Eduardo says noob. Yeah, we definitely noobed it up tonight. Normally I get the guest on about 10 minutes before we start, but for some reason it was like 3 boxes right here and we just couldn't get it going, but we figured something out. Hey, Lucas says, I'm gonna read the comments to you as we're going along. I'm reading comments right now just so you don't expect I'm gonna throw a question at you. Lucas says, "Hey, I thought you would never upload." I'm dead. I did. Cowboys X Factor says, "Hey there, TGK. Who do we have on today? We got Cowboy Dave up in here. All right,
ooh, baby. Cowboys X Factor. I think I follow you on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, one of the 3.
Yeah, you could catch him on you can catch him on Instagram. What's your Instagram, right quick, bro? For those that want to follow you.
Hold on, let me run to the door real quick for these wieners.
No, you good. Wiener dogs deserve their attention. Lucas said, "Did it take a lot to upload?" No, it didn't take a lot to upload. We were just having a lot of technical difficulties, so my apologies on that. We eventually got it going. We eventually got it going. It was just some issues. Yeah, Cowboys X Factor said, "Oh, is that Dave?" So he knows you.
Gambling into this. You know they have the over/under for Gallup at 3 catches today.
You have started it. So let's go ahead and let's start it. The Jerry Glory Hole. What's the over/under at Gallup's?
He got to this position in his life by gambling. That's how oil drilling is. You buy a bunch of land, you just drill some holes.
Was Michael Gallup's over/under on catches?
3.
So we're gonna put a poll in the community chat, and it's gonna be an over/under poll, and I want everyone on there to go ahead and make your predictions. And Michael Gallup gets over 3 catches, over/under. Everybody go vote.
I have a few numbers too. You want to run through a couple of them that I saw?
Yeah, I say we let this one run for a couple minutes, and then we'll jump. We'll go to another one. Luka Doncic says, "TGK, did you see the Mavs yesterday? You want to touch on the game last night? Did you get to see it?"
I didn't see it. I saw the recap, but I mean, we could have probably lined up for that team yesterday.
Facts. No,
Hardy, yeah. Like when they say that Hardy has something that other players on this team don't, I 100% agree.
Yep.
Like an explosion to him. He's the only other player besides Luka, I think, that can really dribble, which is crazy to think about in NBA players. Like Tim Hardaway Jr. cannot dribble. Dinwiddie can barely dribble. Dinwiddie dribbles like Christian Wood. Like it doesn't look comfortable. It looks kind of blocky.
And he had Dinwiddie is because I think he's tall. He has like a taller. I think he has a shorter body and he does legs. Like his legs are long as hell. And so
he's kind of leaning forward.
Yeah. It's weird. It's weird.
He's trying to catch himself from falling down.
It's weird. And Jaden Hardy has I see Jaden Hardy has a Kyrie element as far as finishing. He just has an ability to beat you on a dribble and then with a nice finish. He definitely demonstrated that last night. But to answer your question, Luka, I did see the Mavs. Obviously, saw the whole game. The big takeaways is Wood, 24 and 16 rebounds off of a tweaked ankle. And Jaden Hardy giving you 25. I mean, you got some promise there. It's just we need to ship everybody else out and get Luka some other players because we can't keep running Bullock and Tim Hardaway Jr. and Frank and McKinley Wright out there. As much as I like McKinley Wright, come on now.
Yeah.
Roman said, crazy, go ahead.
Random amount of rights we've had in the last decade.
Man, I posted this question like, yo, what's the last 2 rights that we had and this and that? And there was some other rights that I didn't even know we had, bro. It's crazy the amount of rights.
Well, I forgot. I saw that when you posted it. I forgot about Delonte Wright. I went straight to Antoine Wright for some reason.
Same here.
And I can only think about when they fouled Carmelo Anthony, gave him a damn win in the playoffs.
All I think about is the playoffs and like we were starting Antoine Wright for the bro. Come on now. We should have been throwing stones back then. The horrible roster we had around Dirk at that time, man, it was bad.
Brandon Wright had a couple seasons.
Yeah, he did. Then he went to Memphis and. After we shipped him, or did he leave us, or did we trade him? I think we traded him.
Part of the Rondo, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Roman says, if it wasn't for us versus Tom Brady, I wouldn't be worried. But damn, I think he's saying we better win it. We better win. Here's my worry that in this universe, right? Let's say there is an alternative universes out there. In this universe, we just happen to have like the worst Dallas like success thing, right? Like the Mavs only have 1 title when theoretically we should have probably like 4 because Luka should have won the last 2 if he had a proper roster. The Cowboys should probably have a lot more Super Bowls versus just the 5 because they made it to 8 Super Bowls. And Romo should have at least 1.
Nelson Cruz makes 1 catch.
1 catch. The Stars in 2020, like they needed the crowd, you know what I'm saying? But is this the universe where Tom Brady will just go undefeated against the Cowboys in his entire career?
Like they said, man, you could talk about 7-0 all you want. That's regular season. You haven't seen us in the playoffs yet. You're 0-0. You gotta go earn it. So,
man, I hope, bro. I hope we send this man on his retirement ceremony.
I remember early on, whenever the whole Romo Dak thing was going on, I was like, man, say what you want. Ball seemed to roll in Dak's favor. You know, I remember when Romo threw that pick off of Witten's heel that Witten kind of kicked up in the air and just like, come on, bro. You cannot keep telling me these things happen to Romo dropping the kickoff, the field goal.
Yeah.
And I was like, if anything Dak has is good luck. And then that seemed to win way this season. I'm like, oh my God, how many of these balls are going to bounce off somebody's chin?
Yeah.
Bounce off, blah, blah, blah. Snaps. Like Romo used to have snaps go over his head. He used to chase him down and go get him. And then I used to always think like, man, Dak's one of the luckiest dudes. He's skilled, but he's one of the luckiest dudes. And that kind of went away. And I kind of need him to make some good luck happen today. You know, like bring that back. Like,
yeah.
I need a couple balls not to bounce off of Noah Brown's chest. I don't know. I just need to feel good about him having good luck again.
Yeah.
I need him to win today. Like even if he win today and you lose the next week, I want to see a commanding win and I want to see a battle next week. Not to say I'm expecting to lose next week because Brock Purdy is still a rookie.
Yeah.
I want to see a strong outing today by Dak to where I feel like that's a veteran going against the young guy next week. And
And I'm
next week when you got damn 7 Super Bowls in front of you.
And I'm about to play a soundbite that you won't be able to hear, but when it comes to Dak winning,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was playing the yes, sir, yes, sir, yes,
I don't know
sir.
why I thought you were gonna play Whopper. Okay.
Roman says, y'all ever ate a whole box of Girl Scout cookies? Yes. It's been quite some time, but I couldn't tell you what happened after. Eduardo says, let's go Cowboys. Nothing matters. Let's get her done.
Get her done.
Man, Eduardo, you sounding like you still in Texas, fam.
Today?
Huh?
A strong outing by Dak, but like a good, 66% completion.
Is this another poll?
Is that Logan Paul?
Is this another poll question? Michael Gallup's got over 100% on over out of 7 votes. So they think he's going to get over 3 catches today.
Okay.
Well, what's the next poll you want?
One?
Yeah. Hit me with it.
They got Noah Brown's over under at 18.5 yards today. I always think like Noah Brown's good for a 124 to 35 yard catch.
18.5 yards?
Yeah, that's his over under today.
Jesus. Say over.
I'm just like, he's good for one long catch a game.
All right, let's ask the community Noah Brown real quick. Let's see what they think. Let's get caught up with these questions so we can like take off with our debate here or just conversation. Luka Doncic says Curry dropped 41 for Dirk. Curry does have some real love for Dirk though. He would have been the splash godfather out of that trio. Christian says I would love to see Luka Doncic play quarterback in the Cowboys and see how he does. I ain't finna risk that man playing football, bro. but seeing how
him and Roman got similar bodies.
True. But seeing how he does throw basketball with ease from one side of the court to another, I can see him have a decent arm with some training. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, he's 6'8", so that's like damn Josh Allen.
Yeah. Eduardo says someone bleep Dave.
I stopped cussing already.
Yeah, some of these comments were like early on. Roman says he's getting 4 little rinky-dink passes. I don't know who he's talking about. Roman says we want to see Dave exploding. Lucas says Moses right. Oh, Moses right. We had a Moses right as well. Luca, yeah, CD is playing. Whenever we do these again, hopefully we have another game. We'll do this again. But definitely have like YouTube on the background or something. That way you can see all these comments. Because I'll be putting them on the show.
There's a comment box there, but I don't want to click on it and then it messes something up.
Or have a second phone on so you can see the comments live. That type stuff. Brandon, the right stuff, right. Roman says he needs to
have YouTube on the TV.
That too, but it's more the chat box. It'll show you live as it's going on. Lua Brown, might get 15. All right, we're all the way caught up with the comments. So I think with tonight's game, bro, let me tell you how I feel about it. I don't feel the most confident, and it's just because for some reason, when we expect the most, like I expected us to beat the 49ers last year, and we lost. This year, I feel like we should beat the Bucks, but because of Brady, you just never know. That dude turns it up when it comes to the playoffs. We're playing on grass, and yeah, people say, oh, that's not a narrative. Well, I mean, you look at the stats, you look at our record on grass, it's not the greatest. It does slow down Micah Parsons because Micah is an all-world athlete, and the grass does slow you down a little bit. It's giving, unlike turf, it rewards you right back. We should win. But I feel a little bit apprehensive about feeling extremely confident. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, I feel like a 4.8. Sadly,
they're favored in Vegas, but that could be money. Vegas might owe a little bit of money here, and they're trying to get some bad gambles by Cowboy fans. But you are on the road. It is Tom Brady. It's a Monday night game. Winning Monday night on the road is hard anywhere you go.
Mm-hmm.
So doubts are there, but I just think one quarterback needs to prove it, and one quarterback's ready to go home or go to another team. Tom Brady's 1 foot out the door to Las Vegas.
Yeah, that is a great point. Let me ask you, bro. What are you? If the Cowboys win, what's the narrative? And if the Cowboys lose, what's the narrative leaving tonight?
That's what I was gonna ask earlier. Like, what would make you feel better, a commanding quarterback performance or a commanding like, okay, this defense is legit again, now that they're healthy? What makes you feel better? Because if we lose in a shootout, I'm just like, I mean, you wanted 4 touchdowns by Dak, you got them and you lost.
Mm-hmm.
You know, versus if you lose like a 19-3 game and like defense held up, even if you lose like 25, 20, like 30,
Kind of like the home opener.
Yeah, if you lose like that, but Dak's healthy the entire game and you lose and you only score like 10 points, the narrative is quarterback play and play calling. And obviously you're going to take someone's going to have to be the odd man out. It'll probably be Kellen Moore. And somebody's going to be the scapegoat for a bad offensive showing.
Somebody has to be. And
because if the defense plays bad, you're not going to say Dan Quinn sucks.
Right.
We've been riding him forever.
And the defense has been bad the last couple of weeks, but I think if Dak plays good and we're able to win, they're gonna say, "Oh, they should have beat the Bucs." Right? We're not gonna get much credit. But if we lose, oh my God, it's gonna be the worst,
no,
bro.
for sure. Media wise, if we win, they're gonna be like, "All right, you did what you were supposed to do. You played like how we thought you were gonna play." But yeah, if they lose, they're gonna want everybody gone. They're going to say Dak sucks. They're going to say Zeke's old. They're going to say Mike McCarthy ain't that man. They're going to say Dan Quinn probably is a fraud. But one thing I did see on Twitter or somewhere where I know it's not an accident that got out, leaked, whatever, is that the Cowboys haven't had an offensive holding called for their favor since week 10. On a team with Micah Parsons and Tank, you're not getting called for being held. Like, that definitely hit the news cycle because somebody in the Cowboys, I think, said, "Hey, man, like, you referees gotta call some holding."
They have to. And
Mike is getting held for sure.
Micah on Twitter showing you everything. He's showing you every single hold. He's showing you all the cheap shots they hit him with. Like, dog, like they.
That's what I'm saying. I think if we're gonna win today, it might be in a little favor from the stripes, from the zebras.
I hope so.
As a fan, I don't give a dang.
If the NFL wants to make money, they don't want to push the Cowboys, bro. And I think Micah Parsons has Luka Doncic's whistle.
He has what?
He has Luka Doncic's whistle.
Whistle. Yeah. For sure, but then especially him being so vocal and so kind of like,
because they're both kind of vocal. Like, Parsons is vocal on Twitter, Luka's vocal on the court. It's kind of similar.
Yeah, I think it's not helping them in their
quest.
Micah retweeted that stat about the holding.
Yeah,
a couple videos, and it's like they're like, well, that's not going to help you. But I mean, the NFL and these leagues do look into these things, so you're like, well, these players have a point.
Mm-hmm.
The owners in town are very powerful, so they'll get their point across.
There's a question for you, Dave. It says, does Dave have a YouTube channel?
Kind of. I haven't really posted on it.
He does and he doesn't. He does have a video where you talked about Luka and I forgot who we talked. I think we talked about Luka, and that video blew up.
I'm kind of the guest star because one, I don't feel like editing anything myself, and two, I just never have a schedule for it. But I mean, hey, man, I probably will start posting stuff soon if I get some going. But
yeah. You know what you need?
I'll be glad to hop on these more often.
Yeah, you know what you need?
We got to figure it out, kind of.
I'm gonna play the soundbite and I'm gonna tell you what you need.
There it was. Glory hole.
You need some Jerry Glory hole.
Hey, what if somebody was like, if he does, let me know so I can block him.
Luka Doncic asks, why do you not do full games? The reason I don't do full games is there's 100 million people doing full games, and it's too late in the season now. Like, I should have started from the beginning of the season. That way I could build up to doing these full games. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. One day, you never know. I posed the question on the poll. I said, if Dak loses, does this hurt his legacy? Out of 2 votes so far, everyone has said yes. But you're losing to one of the greatest quarterbacks. So there's different ways of how you want to change the narrative. If he plays great and he loses, did he really hurt his legacy, or just his defense let him down?
You know what I hate is that I don't know if it's our magnifying glass on the Cowboys. But how the hell? There was teams like the Giants and the Vikings that people could have just said, I don't feel like watching that. And there was games like the Chargers and the Jaguars that people could say the same thing, like, whatever. How did the Cowboys end up playing the most decorated quarterback like on Monday night by themselves? It's like, why can we not get tucked away on a Saturday at 3? Why do we? I don't need to be the
bro.
Everybody yesterday was like, all right, cool. Is get through today's games to get to the big one tomorrow. But at the same time, it's like, all right, cool. If we want to be the star, we want to be the most valuable franchise in the world.
Mm-hmm.
These are the games you have to win, and when you're the quarterback of the team, you have to win them. So yeah, I think this is a legacy game already for Dak because you can't keep losing these games.
Yep.
What did he
You got to
say?
stack some good quarterback defeats on your record. And I know wins and losses aren't a quarterback stat; they shouldn't be. But hey, head to head, man, it's you against him.
I mean, it would look great on Dak's resume to finally be the quarterback that ends Tom Brady's undefeated streak against the Cowboys. That'd be beautiful for him. That'd be beautiful for us. I think we'd feel better about our position in moving forward into these playoffs. Because, man, I ain't gonna lie. Like all day, I got to work and knock my stuff out. I went to work early. That way I could make it to the stream on time and all this stuff. And I was like, let me knock everything out. And then focus on this game because I want to just focus on this game because all day I felt the tension. I don't know if you felt the tension, but even down here in Kingsville, you can slice the tension with a knife, dogs. Like I feel it down here. Like I feel it. And I know they're playing in Tampa, but I haven't felt that way about the Cowboys in a long time, probably since the Rams game, the 49ers game last year in the playoffs. But it's really hard to get emotionally attached to the team now as of late because of, you get hurt. Your heart gets broken every postseason, and this one just feels different because they do have the better team. Tom Brady is a shell of himself. They lucked into the playoffs, and we're pretty healthy. It's like we should win this game, and I would love nothing more to end Tom Brady's career on a loss to the Cowboys and send him onto his little ceremony, retirement ceremony. That's why there's so much riding on this game.
Send him back out of the conference, send him back to the AFC, send him back to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
It's crazy because, pulling the curtain back, when I was a flag runner, we were on TV quite a bit. So they used to tell us, hey, detach emotions from your face and don't be on the sideline looking pissed off. We do not want you to be on TV looking angry, right? Or disappointed because then you'll be a soundbite for ESPN or whatever. So I, as a fan, I started detaching my emotions from sports, quite a bit back then. Then I spent a few years away from the stadiums, and it came right back. Like you said today, you can cut a knife through the tension in Kingsville.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to ignore it all I could, and try to remember, I experienced a lot of football at the stadium. I experienced a lot of highs and lows, but that emotion, even by yourself, no matter what you're doing all day, just compiles, bro. You're just like, oh my, the closer you get to it, the more you're like, you start thinking this could be, I could be like tomorrow, for instance, I wasn't even gonna like drink anything today.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm gonna work out tomorrow. But I was like, man, why am I thinking about tomorrow's workout? Screw that.
Like you got tonight, bro.
This game might either require celebratory beers or some sadness beers.
Facts. Big facts.
So I was like, man, screw working out tomorrow. I need to watch this game, man. There's so much. You start thinking about all the narratives. Can Dak do it? Is Brady gone?
Mm-hmm.
Because Zeke's probably playing for his Cowboys career too. He's like, man, let me go ahead and put 150 on Tampa and stay on this team next year. And Tony Pollard's like, hey, I gotta get my money back up because I kind of stumbled into the back end of the season, and I gotta get my contract for whatever team because it probably won't be here.
Yeah, that's a great pivot point right here. That's a great poll. Let me put a poll up. Which running back stays after this season?
I also have gambling numbers on them. They have them identical numbers because I guess they don't know who's going to be the workhorse.
Yeah.
They have both of them each at over under 48 yards, 47 and a half.
Damn.
I'm like, what are you expecting them to not run the ball good today? Vita Vea's back.
I mean, we haven't seen Pollard have an explosive run, and I would like to see Pollard return to form today. Let's catch up right quick on these comments. Luca says, TGK, more like I'm the best Navy. Luca, can you maybe I'm missing what you're saying. They're like, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Ribs says, no excuse for the Cowboys to lose this game. Bucks are a bad team. Cowboys should beat them by at least 2 touchdowns. I got it at 30-17. That's my score prediction.
30-17. I haven't really thought about a score. I'm gonna go with a 28-14. Yeah, we win by 2 touchdowns.
I like it.
I don't think these teams are gonna try to kick a lot of field goals today.
Yeah, I wanna see that. I wanna see that.
So I think between the 35 to the 50, well, I guess like the 48, they're not kicking field goals. They're gonna go for it on 4th down a lot.
Ribs says, I want to see the Cowboys versus 49ers. I want to see if Dallas really want that smoke. I would love to go through the Bucks, get that Brady monkey off our back, the 49ers to get our lick back from last year. And then I like to end it off against the Eagles. I might be crazy, but that's what I want to see.
You got to get that exorcism. You got to get it all the way through, beat San Francisco. Because, I mean, they got a rookie, man. Like, rookie isn't supposed to make it there unless you're Tom Brady, I guess.
Yeah, there's been no rookie to ever win the Super Bowl. Ever. There's no rookie quarterback ever. This can't be the one. This can't be it.
Tom wasn't a rookie, right?
Nah.
No. All right.
2nd year, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it ain't supposed to happen.
Look, if Purdy wins, this is my laugh. And I know you won't be able to hear it, but I'll tell you what it is. Purdy wins the Super Bowl. This is the laugh. But it's like it's a deep laugh that you're just like whatever. It's the Ito that guy. That's the laugh. I got a couple of sound bites. I got the yes sir, and I got the what did he say? Got the sheesh, got the emotional damage, and I got the Michael Jordan's stop it, get some help.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah, Luca says, I don't know, I tried to rhyme. It's okay. I tried to rhyme too. Riv says, Zeke definitely fighting for his career in Dallas. Pollard.
And then the dude at the elevator was like, players? You're like, bro, look at us, dog. But the funny part is, Tony Pollard is like Rob size, but shorter. And you're just like, this little dude is this elusive. I mean, elusiveness, yeah. But I'm like, he's able to take tackles from 300-pound dudes, like NFL strongmen, just knocking them. So on one hand, I'm like, damn, like he must be super fast if he's surviving. But on the other hand, it's like that must be why he got hurt, because he is tiny.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they want to pay somebody who they can't rely on to stay healthy.
Yeah, and then you got to think about the wear and tear that he was putting on. I mean, yeah, him and Zeke balancing it out is good for them individually, but that was probably Pollard's most run that he got in his career so far. So I'm kind of glad that we kind of rested him towards the end, but hopefully he's 100% going into this game, because we're going to need him, bro. Big time. Big effing time. So 7:04, 7:05. We got about 10 minutes before kickoff. Everybody in the comments, if y'all could leave a like on this video, man, if y'all could subscribe to the channel. Y'all in the comments, let me know what y'all think is going to be the keys to victory. And then that way me and Dave could kind of go off of that and see what the keys to victory will be. And why y'all getting those keys to victory for us. If we win, do you think, because what is Mike McCarthy's deal? Does he still have another year on his deal left?
I believe so, yeah.
Do you think he gets extended?
If they win today, I think so. If his contract's expiring, yeah. I remember he got another year or something.
I think he had 3. Years, right? I think he had 3. And you don't want to put your head coach on a 1-year deal after you have a successful playoff.
I do think they talk about Sean Payton. If Sean Payton wants to come in here and take over the draft, I don't want that, because Will McClay is proven.
Facts.
He's hitting on these players. I'd rather keep him there with a coach that can put up with Jerry too.
Mm-hmm.
Mike doesn't like Mike be talking. He'll give some distance to Jerry here and there. Like I got to come in here and answer to Jerry's comments earlier on the radio. Like he's not scared of Jerry Jones. He won a ring in his house. Like, hey, what can you tell me? You know,
Yeah.
I won one. You haven't won one here. I have.
Yep.
So
That's what I like about Mike. It's he balances everything out. He's not too heavy supportive of Jerry. He's not too heavy disrespectful like I want him to be. But you know, he plays it down the middle, and I just like the way he coaches, bro. He's one of those coaches that I'd play for. You know what I'm saying? He just has that vibe.
Yeah, they have if Kellen Moore would be the one that leaves, and it's like, do you want to get a chance at the next guy? You know, the next young guy, like a former quarterback comes in here, starts play calling, and you grooming him the same way they thought Kellen Moore was going to be the guy that got groomed to be the next head coach. Do you want that, or do you want to go get the established old guy that can has proven he can operate offenses, and just hope that your defense can just become elite? I think it's easier to make this defense elite with players like Parsons and Diggs than it is to have to try to add to a offensive line or a running back situation.
Yeah, I would like to see someone that just gives Dak more freedom to make audibles at the line. I feel like he hasn't really had that full autonomy to be able to do those things like Romo did. Romo was killing everything. Nah, that play was trash. Let's go. You go here. Da da da. Dak is he checks. All right, he moved. All right, so we just move the protection this way.
He may have every right to do it, but he may not be as
as skilled.
You see Romo in the booth now. He's still doing Romo, Stradamus, whatever. They just don't play into it as much.
That's facts.
He still reads it, so it may just be a different intelligence level that.
Yeah.
Romo's body failed him, but his brain was always there.
So Luca has a question for us. He says, what would you do, Dave and TGK, if we lose by a field goal? What would y'all do? What would I do? Dave, you go first. I know what I would do.
Man, it depends. I think.
Let's say it's a last final drive, a Tom Brady drive, field goal for the win.
I mean, I don't know what I'll do, but that seems poetic. That seems like what happens to this team every time.
Yeah.
I think me and my brother were talking about, would you rather be down 6 or up 6 with or without the ball? Would you rather be trying to hold on to a 6-point lead or be down 6 with the ball to go get it? And I'm like, I'd rather die on my sword with 4 downs than rely on the defense to stop. I'd rather be down 6-2 because they'll allow a 40-yard pass like Aaron Rodgers used to do to us all the time.
Yeah.
They kick a field goal, but I don't know what I'll do. I know I'll be pissed.
Yeah, I would probably drink the rest of this. I'll probably finish this tonight if that was the case. I'll tell you that much. All right, next comment. Rib says, Dallas needs to let Pollard come out the backfield like they did versus the Vikings. 1,000% agree. I think if you get the run game going, you give yourself a chance to beat this team, and especially in the playoffs. In the playoffs, it really comes down to the run game. Lalo Gonzalez, what's up, bro? Appreciate you jumping on here. He says, Cowboys got to score more points to win. Man, why don't we think of that?
Lalo got got a great point there.
Yeah. Hold on. His point was so good, I got to hit him with the sheesh. Hold on.
I think there's a stat that I saw that when a team scores more than the other, they win 100% of the games.
Yeah.
That's what we need to focus on today.
Yeah.
But what do you think? In all honesty, does this need to be an outscoring kind of game or a defensive standout game?
All right, so Dak is giving you, 32 points a game. Brady's giving you barely 21. Dak just needs to play like the top 10 quarterback that he is. If Dak can play like Dak, that's all you need, right? Damn, I like how that rhymed. But
is Dak, is not to teeter back to the NBA, is Dak's 32 a Luka 32 or a Jason Tatum 32?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Dak's 32 this year has been more of a Tatum 32 because he had a good run game and all that stuff. But Dak's last couple years has been more like a Luka.
Hey, if we get Dak from last year's Tampa Bay game,
Ooh.
Going to the next round, baby.
Yeah, no, he was nice last year in Tampa.
Yeah,
Keys to victory. Riv says the defense needs to force at least 3 turnovers. Offense needs to run the ball more than they throw, and Dak needs to protect the ball. That's the man. I couldn't have said it better. That's a really, really good way to look at it, and that's what they need to do. Richard, what does Richard say?
Even if you don't give me 3 turnovers, give me like 6 sacks.
Something, bro. Sack the man, because Brady don't like no pressure, bro. Richard says, caught end of show, just wishing, well, don't do football anymore, but good luck, everyone. Hey, appreciate that, Richard. Thank you, man. Lotto says, what's up, y'all? Where we said what's up, man? You gave us the best analysis that we didn't even think of, fam. No, I'm messing with you.
I hate the Giants, too.
Are you a Giants fan?
Nah.
Oh. I was about to hit him with the...
Stop it. Get
some help. Stop it. Get some help.
I didn't know he hates the Giants.
All right, so the poll for which running back stays after the season between Zeke and Pollard. Pollard has an 86% vote in his favor. Wow. What is the last poll we're going to hit him with, man, before this game starts?
Well, there was one more stat I saw, which leads me to think. I don't know what you think about the stat about the quarterbacks, the gambling. They had Dak at 244.5 over under, and they had Tom Brady at 274.5 over under.
Damn.
So they're expecting more yardage out of Tom Brady, but can that be a catch-up situation for him?
It's got to be. It's got to be you down by a couple and you just got to let it go.
Air it out, right?
Yeah.
Or are they so sour on Dak?
Because even when Dak is playing good, it's not like he's getting a lot of yards. The only game he got a lot of yards was against the Eagles because he had to.
Yeah.
What was Dak's passing yard set at?
I've seen it. Huh?
Was Dak's passing yard set at?
244.5.
Yards, 244.5. Let's do over under on that one. All right, what's these comments say? Let's see what these comments say. Lucas says, Brady is 45 years old, been in the league 22 years, and Mike Evans has been getting a lot of hype this year. Mike Evans could have one good game, and that kind of be curtains for us. If who's our boy? If Diggs ain't on him, I'll put it like that. If Diggs ain't on him, we might be in trouble.
Well, they got to put him on somebody, him or Godwin.
Yeah. I take my chances on Evans and let everyone else work everyone else. Ultra says, shout out to Cooper Rush for getting us here. Let's be honest.
We talk about who made themselves some money.
Right.
Cooper made some bread.
I was one of those guys that truly believed the season was over when Dak got hurt. That was me. I was one of those guys. But the play of Cooper Rush is just manage the game and not cost you games. It was nice to have. Let's just be honest. Riv says, what y'all doing if the Cowboys win the Super Bowl? Oh, that's different. I'll answer first. I'm going straight back to Dallas. I'm going to participate in the parade. I'm going to find a DD, and I'm going to get blacked out drunk because I didn't get to celebrate the mass parade, but I will celebrate this parade.
Yeah, I'm taking the whole week off of work. I'm gonna go full J.R. Smith, no chill any bottle all week, baby.
Yeah, I like that.
Like, it's crazy when you think about we survived our entire 20s, all of our teens. We're in our 30s, and we haven't had any success watching this damn team.
That's crazy, bro.
Lows, and it's like we watch them lose in the most dramatic fashions.
It's their time to finally say, hey, we aren't the least successful playoff team in DFW. This is the year we make a stand.
I mean, like, even when the Mavericks made it in those, 11, they kind of, while that run was historic, they kind of made it out of nowhere.
Yep.
The Rangers went from nothing to something in 2 years. They made it twice. You know, the Stars, you said, in 2020 just kind of got there somehow against Tampa. I'm not even stuttering. I'm just trying to find not a cuss word.
Right.
When are the Cowboys going to just squeeze into one, you know? You'll get a random 04 Chicago Bears run. You'll get...
Or the Steelers run, or a random 49ers.
Carolina Panthers will make it out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Broncos made it with busted Peyton. the Giants would make it out of nowhere. The Eagles broke a generational curse.
Mhm.
Got there and won it. Like, when are the Cowboys going to just squeeze to an NFC Championship game at least? Hey, it's time, man.
It's time. And with that being said, we about to squeeze on out of here. The game is about to begin. What are the comments we got left? Waffle House has 4. It's a new house of, I don't know what you're saying there, Luca. Riff says game about to start. Oh, okay. I guess that's. Oh, yeah. Trevor Lawrence did pop up at a Waffle House. Anyway, man. Hey, look. Sorry about the technical difficulty at the end. We should have been able to get an hour in. Next time, we definitely gonna calibrate this setup probably 30 minutes in advance. But again, I appreciate y'all jumping on here. Appreciate you, Dave, for jumping on here as well and sticking with me with the technical stuff. Any last words before we head out?
Hey, man. Go Cowboys, man. We in this together, baby.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, been your boy TGK. Y'all can catch me Wednesday night for the Dallas Mavericks versus the Hawks. And if something crazy happens tonight, I might jump back on here and do a post-game show. I don't know. I just thought about that. Maybe I should.
I might too, and I might be willing to join you for the Mavericks for a little bit.
Anyway, guys.
We'll meet hopefully next week again for the next round. Shout out Ben DiNucci too.
Shout out Ben DiNucci. Anyway, guys, been your boy TGK and Dave. Catch you on the next one.
Deuce.